YouTube, I'm finally back with another video. This time I'd like to explain how I did my isometric character movement. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because a lot of videos show how to do movement along the isometric axes. So these four directions, up left, down right, and up right. And they usually map those to the four arrow keys, which I find kind of counterintuitive. When I push up, I actually want to move up. I'm going to push left, left, right, right, and of course down, down. So we're going to look at some other tutorials, borrow their formula for the isometric movement, and then just add our own for the other four directions. So yeah, let's go. Let's have a look first at GDQuest's video, which I found super helpful. And yeah, they explain the normal movement and the isometric movement, and they map them to those four keys, as I said earlier. So we're going to actually borrow their formula. Thank you very much, GDQuest. And yeah, I've taken this formula here and just made my own slightly simplified version of it. And I've also downloaded some isometric tiles from itch.io. Thank you very much, Scrambling. And an isometric character with animations in all 8 directions from, I guess this is Axel Art. Thank you very much. And I've got a new project going. I'm gonna have to just close this first. 1 second. And I've started a project here. So far I've just set up the tileset. I guess is another video on its own, but yeah, I've already done that here. So all we need to do is add a character, and to do that, let's create a new scene. I'll change this to a character body 2D, and let's just call him player. We'll set him to floating, and let's put him on another layer for the player. We'll need to add a collision shape, so let's do that. Sorry. Quite difficult typing around a microphone. Okay, and let's set this just to a small circle. We'll check the size of it later in relation to the sprites. And actually, speaking of sprites, let's add those. I'll use an animated sprite 2D. And we'll need to set up our sprites. It's going to take me a while, so I think I'll just do this off camera and I'll add the different animations, for example, right, left, up, down, and then of course things like up, left, up, right. When I'm done, we should have 8 of them, and we should have an idle animation, although that one I've downloaded doesn't actually include one. So maybe for idle I'll just set it to 1 still frame for now. Of course, if you have your own sprites and animations that you've done, you'd probably have made an idle animation as well. Alright, I'm just going to pause this here and then set up all the frames. Okay, so I'm back. I've got that all set up. I've got down, down left, down right. Idle I've just set to 1 frame and not looping. But left, right, up, up left, and up right. So we should have 8 different animations for each direction and an extra one just for idle. Let's just move him up a bit. So we'll change his Y offset. And let's make this collision shape a little smaller. Okay, that's good. We'll need to add a script for the player. We do have a folder for him, so we'll put him in there and create that. Let's save our scene as well. And I did copy this function thanks to GDQuest. I've modified it a bit just to make it simpler. Okay, and to start, let's create a const for our speed, and maybe something like 80 should be fine. We'll also need a variable for our current direction, like the type. And we won't set that to anything just yet. I'll make an enum for the different directions. So we'll have up, down, left, right, and idle. And then for each of up and down, we'll have an up right and an up left. And for down, a down right and a down left. There should be 9 of them. Okay, great. Okay, fine. I'll also make some variables for our key presses. So let's call it key up. So we've only got 4 keys that we need to map to. Up, down, left and right. Not sure why I'm putting commas in here, not thinking clearly. I've just done that enum. None. And the last one. I'll make these bools, so I'll just set them to false for now. And we'll have a function for our process. For now, I'll just leave it empty. We won't be using delta, so that's fine. Let's get our input as well. So in here we'll need to check which keys are pressed. So is action pressed? And let's say if up is pressed, then key up. Sorry, key up is true. And if up is not pressed, then key up is false. What am I typing? Key up is false. Sorry, I was thinking about adding this colon here. Okay, so we'll need to do this for all 4 keys. To be lazy, I'll probably end up making mistakes. So this will be down. I've already set up my input in the project settings, so I've got keys bound to WASD. I'll put these. That'll be down. I'll just do the same for left and right. Okay, so if someone's holding the key down, then this will be true. If they're not holding the key down, it's false. Great. What we'll need to do as well is get the direction. Let's call that every time we process a frame. And let's make our function, sorry, not to get the direction, but to set the direction. So if key up is true, so if the player is pressing key up, then we'll check if left or right is pressed. So key left, then current direction is equal to, forgot to name our enum. Direction dot up and left, right. So if left is not pressed, then we'll check for right. going up right. And if up is pressed but neither left nor right are pressed, then he'll be moving straight up. So we'll need to do the same for down. I'm probably going to make mistakes copying and pasting like this, but it's okay. I'll fix them if I make any. So if the player is pressing down, if he's pressing left and down, then it'll be down left. If he's pressing right and down, down right. And if he's just pressing down, then it just moves straight down. Okay, so we've done 6 of the directions. That means we've just got left and right, left. I think I'm going to need to actually put this as part of this block. Maybe just pushing left. Set the direction to left. He's just pushing right. And let's set his direction to right. What's wrong here? Mixed use of tabs and a space. Oh, sorry. Be a space in here somewhere. It's fine. There we go. Okay. And if he's not pushing any keys, then let's set him to idle. Put a space here, that's why. Okay, looks fine. So we're going to get the input. We'll set the direction. And last thing we'll do is actually move the character based on his direction. Let's make that function now. Let's use a match statement. Match current direction. His current direction is these, if its direction is up. So we'll need one for each. Let me just do them in this order. Down, left and right. And then up left, up right. Down left and down right. And then lastly, idle. Okay, so if he's moving up, we're going to need to play the animation. We'll also need to set his speed. So let's set player velocity is equal to a vector 2. He's moving up, then x will be 0. And y will be speed. Minus speed, probably. I'm going to have to check that. And we'll play the animation. So let's find our animated sprite. Play. Let's play it up. Let me just test this and make sure I've got everything right. Let's add the player to our scene. Let's just see how that goes. I'm gonna need a camera. Well, he's going up. He's just not moving, and I know exactly why. I've forgotten to call move and slide at the end of this function. Okay. While he moves up, he just doesn't stop. Why is that? I need to actually set his speed back to 0 if he's idling. That should work now. There we go. The animation doesn't stop though, because I'm not calling it here. Play our idle animation. Where are you? Okay. We'll need to do this for all of the directions. So for down as well. Let's play the down animation. Left, we'll need to change X. That'll be minus speed and 0 on the y-axis. Typos today, sorry. Just fix this. And let's play left. And for right, we'll need to move positive on the x-axis and nothing on the y. Let's play it right. Let me just check those 4 directions. He's moving as intended. Sorry, let me just zoom in on this camera a bit. It's really small. Let's go twice. Okay. It's annoying that when the game window doesn't have focus, it actually inserts the characters that you're pushing into your code, which is really annoying. But anyway, let's do up and left. So this is where we're going to need to use this function. And we'll pass it our speed. Oh. So it takes a vector 2. So let's see. This is probably not the right direction, but let's just test and see where we end up. Obviously he's moving the wrong way. So that's actually up and right, which is great because we'll just use this here. Now I know that one's right. Let's change this to the right animation. Up and left. Right correct now. Up and left is correct. Okay, we just got 2 left. So this will be down and right. done something wrong here. I'm gonna need speed here. And 0 here. Wonder if I haven't switched these two. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, I have. Okay. I'll need to switch them around. There we have it. He moves in 8 directions. He idles. Everything looks good. There may be some bugs. Let me just test once more. Can't seem to break it. Actually seems fine. There we go. We are done. See you next time, I guess, YouTube. Hopefully soon. I have actually done a ton of work on my game, so I just need to record a video when I get a chance. Until next time.